You ever get an itch inside your nostril and you go to scratch it and people accuse you of picking your nose? Greetings. I don't know if you noticed or not, but in earlier segments I had really long, raggedy-looking hair. Well, I finally got a haircut, so now I have short, raggedy-looking hair. This wing here. Doing the alfalfa impression. I'm using the microphone here because one of the advantages of using it is I can walk anywhere in the room, and you can still hear me clear as a bell. Here, listen to the air conditioning vent. Pretty cool, eh? It's just it was getting a little toasty in here, so figured I'd put that on. Speaking of demos, you may wonder, was there any significance to me showing you all those demos, if aside from just general entertainment value and general interest purposes? Well, yes, actually. There was an ulterior motive, I admit. What that motive is, basically, is so I can lead into this next little snippet of information. Yes, that's right, an hour and a half of demos just to lead into a snippet of information. My bad or what? Anyway, the demos. As I may or may not have mentioned, I've been thinking of busting into the shareware market. Yes, I did mention that, in fact. I remember our phone conversation a couple weeks ago. We were chatting about that. I'm still working on Shadowhawk. Well, actually, I've put it on hold. I always seem to put everything on hold, don't I? I am going to be working on that very shortly. I'm just pausing to do some other little mini projects to get into the shareware market right away. Namely, demo discs. That's right, demo discs. The Terror of Red Rock Lake was mainly meant as an experiment to see how well I could tell a story in pictorial and narrative form. think it worked out rather well, actually. I just want to get my hands on a little program called Deluxe Video 3, which allows you to synchronize sound effects with your pictures, basically. Did you hear that? That's the intercom that's been driving me insane all day. And it always seems to come on only when I'm taping, you know? It's like it'll be silent. Then I'll start videotaping something for a video letter or whatever, and then it'll just be beeping off the hook. It's just ridiculous. I hate it. It bugs me. It irritates me. It makes me angry. Just rebooting the computer there just so it's not sitting there idle. Give it something to do, you know? Scratch my lips with the microphone. Wonder how many other people have done that with this microphone. So anyway, Mindy and I are putting together some demo discs. Probably going to be basing some of them on stories I wrote a while ago. I was thinking of doing an adaptation of a story I did for an English class a while ago. Did it as an audio tape presentation. It's called Gateway. Basically about me. I was in school and all of a sudden time froze and this gateway opened and showed me all the different dimensions and stuff. And I think that would make quite a smashing demo disc or two. Basically what the philosophy will be is, you know, the shareware market, right? If you like it, you send in money. Well, how I'm going to try to catch people with these demos is I'll basically release the first parts of the stories, right? Like the first discs. I'll put lots on the first disc, right, to really draw the people into the story. So I'll probably be doing mostly those quarter screen pictures. I'll explain the philosophy behind that in a README file on the disc. Just saying, like, you know, I did quarter screen pictures just basically to conserve disk space and so I could fit more of the story on one disc. They're all going to be in ham, of course, because I want to take full advantage of the Amiga. All Amigas are capable of that graphics mode without any hardware attachments whatsoever. It comes built in. They're also capable of stereo sound, digitized speech, the whole schmeal, you know, with no additional hardware. Anyway, so basically, the first parts and all following parts, of course, will leave off with a cliffhanger. And if you want to see more of the story, you can either purchase individual discs or you can buy the remaining discs of the series in a set for a discount, you know, kind of thing. And it'll work out like that. So I'm hoping people will like them and send in their money and so forth. I'm trying to make these discs that you can show off to your friends, even your IBM-owning friends, and have them say, wow, that's cool, you know? So it should be quite cool. So I definitely want to get that Deluxe Video 3 program. It's about $100 though, that's the only thing. So I gotta see if I can set some cash aside for that. Get that, and then I can put sound effects in, which I think would add to heighten the drama. Anyway, first off, I was thinking of doing Gateway just on the way to work today, and I think I will, now that I thought about it a bit. Just change it slightly, you know, change the location. I'll just have it like here at work or something, you know, where everything freezes and I get pulled into the gateway and all sorts of stuff. And I'll have some nifty graphics and animation, all done in ham, of course. Can you tell I'm big on ham? Yes. 24-bit is even better, but I'll get to that in a bit. Haha, get it? 24-bit? I'll get to that in a bit. Haha. Anyway, we're working on 4. I'll be doing Gateway by myself, or The Gateway. I think I'll change it to avoid confusion with Frederick Pohl's science fiction novel Gateway, which there is a video game adaptation of that coming out. So I will change it. Maybe I'll change it to The Portal or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, what else? We're also doing one called Stalker, which is basically starring myself and Mindy. It's just a good old-fashioned stalker movie, you know, with a few twists added in. Basically sort of a little experiment in suspense. See how well we can build suspense on the computer screen. No real gratuitous violence in it at all. I mean, I'm not going to kill her or anything. She's probably going to end up killing me. You know, the heroine wins in the end kind of thing. So it should be fun. We were supposed to start working on that a couple nights ago, but didn't. But we're probably going to work on it tonight a bit. Bring in the footage tomorrow and start digitizing pictures. We're also working on one called Memories, which is going to be about a person who has amnesia. We have not yet decided which one of us is going to star in that. We'll have to wait and see. I'd kind of like to, but so would Mindy. It was her idea for the amnesia thing, so probably end up being her. Oh yeah, and there's a supernatural horror called Presence, which is about this guy who lives in a house inhabited by some strange presence, basically. A supernatural force of some kind residing in his house and making his life miserable. It'll sort of be a tip of the hat to Ray Bradbury in that one. It'll have a Ray Bradbury-style ending, or a Stephen King-style ending. I'm thinking more along the lines of Ray Bradbury, a story I read or saw of his a while ago, and so forth. So it'll be a tip of the hat to him. Like that. So we're hoping to make some money off of that. We're going to do those 4 primarily, which would be mostly just stills, maybe with a smattering of animation thrown in, you know. All these discs are self-running, self-booting. I figured out how to do that. Actually, I read how to do that. So I'm able to make auto-booting demos now. I must say it's a lot of fun. Computers have come a long way since the days of the Commodore 64 and the Apple IIc, you know. Or I should say the Apple IIe, because the IIc was really just a smaller version of the IIe without the requirement of memory expansion. Anyway, so that's it for this section, just updating you on the latest happenings in my life. I'll get back to you later.